Happy snow day. So in Acadia, I cannot resist snow in the park. So I'm gonna go up Sargent today. Plan today is to go up Hadlock Brook and then come down to Maple Spring. As long as conditions are fine and as long as I don't run out of time, because it's almost already 11. Lower elevations, because it's raining right now, or it's like changed over to rain, it's just wet. So today is the first time that I'm wearing my winter hiking boots. I've been in trail runners since June. So it's a little bit of an adjustment just because these are heavier, but they definitely keep your feet warmer and dry. At the intersection where Hadlock Brook and Maple Spring meet, so I'll come down Maple Spring if time allows. When you get to the intersection, go to the right, you stay on Hadlock Brook. And it's still, I mean, you know, the usual roots and rocks and stuff, but it's really, you gain elevation, but you don't gain too much. I'm approaching one of Rockefellar's bridges. It's called the Waterfall Bridge. People talk about the waterfall in Acadia. This is it behind me. It's currently frozen with some water running underneath it. But sometimes, if we're in a drought, there's no waterfall and it'll be a trickle. The last time I was here, I could actually get really close up and like touch it. So it just depends on the time of year. But if you're here after heavy rain, it's a really good time to visit the waterfall. I'm past the waterfall on Hadlock Brook Trail. There's a little bit more snow. Like not, I can still see the roots and everything, so, but it's definitely more, and it's better because I can at least, my shoes are gripping better. So Hadlock Brook, after you cross over the brook, you go up like a series of steps. Then it turns to more roots, and then from there there's actually some slick slabs that turn icy in the wintertime. So you definitely want to have spikes on this trail. My kids have actually slid down on sleds Hadlock Brook, like higher up above the tree line, so that's fun if we have enough snow. But yeah, so it's gonna be gray up there, but honestly I don't care. I came for the snow. These trees are just like amazing. I love it. I'm still in the woodsy section of Hadlock Brook, and It's so beautiful in here. If I just spend all afternoon in here, I will be happy. Because it is incredible. Everything is covered, even the bark on the trees. This is my favorite time of year. I had my first slip. I was thinking how good I was doing in just my winter boots, but I slipped on a slab. And just to show you, this is actually what's underneath the snow right now. Big old sheet of ice. My spikes are going on. And I just realized that I lost my Nalgene bottle somewhere. So instead of going down Maple Spring, I guess I'm coming back down this way. Try and find my bottle. I'm finally at the slabby sections. I'm like halfway on it right now. It's actually a little slushy here. It's less ice than I thought, so that's good. But I definitely still need spikes. So here is the slabby section. This is one of them. I don't know if you can see the angle, but I'm getting above the trees. It's like clearing a little behind me. The trail is steep. Hadlock Brook. I have come down this way in the wintertime, but it's actually like slushy underneath, which is helping my grip. Okay, so I'm past the like really steep slabby sections that took me longer and I thought it would, because my spikes are like balling up. The snow is balling up because it's like this really wet snow. Yummy. I'm almost at the intersection with the Sargent South Ridge Trail. When you're on top of like the mountains here, the drifts are crazy because you'll either have like bare rock, and then you have to be careful because there could be like a hole where you just happen to step in a big drift. So all of a sudden like your leg will just go in. So I just walked through that. And then up here is the intersection with the South Ridge. And you can see it's all bare rock. Out of the west. It's not raining or anything, but it's still it's pretty like low visibility. I had a view of Cadillac before, but it's gone now. Cadillac, when you're on the South Ridge climbing up Sargent, is usually the further one on the right. But yeah, so I can still see. I can see like 2 cars in front of me, so I'm okay. I'm gonna keep going, but it's pretty wintry up here. So this is like a much different experience than when I was on Cadillac the other day. Cadillac was like blue sky and very welcoming. Sargent is not so welcoming today, but it's still pretty in its own way, honestly. now the wind's going to be on my face. It's coming out of the southwest. These really nice people who were on their way up to Sargent, and they told me that I asked them about my water bottle, and they said that they actually saw the same description of my bottle hanging on a tree on Maple Spring Trail. So I'm gonna actually go do what I plan to do and go down Maple Spring, and hopefully I'll find my bottle, and then that would be like just perfect ending to my day, honestly. So Sargent is so magnificent. It's my favorite peak, even on a day like this. Yeah, it's just, it seems very moody and everything today, but I just love it. Taking just a little bit of break, not really because I need a break, but my hands are getting cold, so I'm just gonna swap out my gloves. So I'm wearing these like lighter gloves from A6, and they're the ones that I usually run in. And they're light, but they're like heavy enough because once you start moving. I also have a pair of Black Diamond mittens that have Gore-Tex, which I think I'm going to put on my left hand because for some reason my left hand is colder than my right. And then I have other like snow gloves that are regular gloves, finger gloves. So I might actually put two different gloves on. So apparently I left my second set of gloves on the kitchen table. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Oh well. Okay, so fingers crossed for my water bottle. This is my goal now. Maple Spring, you get down into the trees quicker than you do on Hadlock Brook. So this snow though is still like sticky wet snow. My spikes are oops. I can't believe I left my other gloves at home. Thank God I stuck my mittens in my bag. Whew, that was a bad mistake. Worse than the snowshoes, I think. Maple Spring definitely has some spots that's a little bit steep also. Like any place in the winter in Acadia does, because it only takes like a, slightly angled rock to have some ice underneath the snow, and then it's easy to just slide. So, but yeah, this is a nice trail too. At the section of Maple Spring that connects with like the Sargent Trail, you could go up to Gilmore. It's 1.4 miles back to my car, and so I'm getting to the section where the people think they saw my water bottle. So hopefully. So when you start getting to the bridges and the boards on Maple Spring, then you're almost back to the Hemlock Bridge. The Hemlock Bridge is not that far away from the waterfall bridge. So if you didn't want to do like all of the trails, you could go up Maple Spring to the carriage road, and then walk down the carriage road just a little bit, it's like a few minutes, and then connect with Hadlock Brook and go down Hadlock Brook. That's a nice loop. We've done that too in the past. And that's nice, like if you have multi-generational people with you with different abilities, that's not, you know, it's not as hard as going all the way up Sargent, but at least you get kind of out on the trails. To the person who found my water bottle, thank you so much. Honestly, I know it's just a water bottle, but I was really upset that I lost it, and I just found it, and I've given up hope, and it's hanging on a tree. So, thank you, whoever you are. In my car, this has been like such a crazy mix of a day. Today was amazing with those trees. I loved it so much. So, thanks for watching.